Alright everybody, here it is, the Golden Globes. I am very excited to get into these, very nervous about some of it. I am really not confident in some of the categories I am predicting. Obviously the films I love, I would love to see do well, and the films I don't particularly care for, I don't need to see winning a lot of awards, but we don't know how this is going to go. This is where some narratives are going to start to take shape, where we're going to get some frontrunners finally for award season. I am just very interested to see what the Globes do this year. Do they continue this trend of picking the more international criticky picks like they did last year with like Anatomy of a Fallen Screenplay and Boy and the Heron and Animated? I am so pumped for this. So with that said, let's just get into this ceremony. I really hope this monologue is better than last year's. I think Nikki Glaser has what it takes to do at least a better job than what Joe Coy did, so I'm at least hoping for that this award show is at least a little bit more fun than the last one. Monologue rating, that was a solid 6 or 7 out of 10. Some good jokes in there. Nothing groundbreaking or anything, but I didn't hate my life, so there we go. So we got supporting actress here. I just think this is going to be Zoe Saldana. I would love it if it was Grande, but I do think it's just going to be Saldana here, and Grande will win different awards throughout the season. Alright, who is it? Yep, Zoe Saldana. I knew it. I knew she was gonna take this. I knew Saldana had this. That is so cool for her. That is awesome for her. Like I said, Grande's going to win other awards. This isn't going to be something where it's a clean sweep, but I do think we have a frontrunner on our hands here with Saldana. This is cool to see. Alright, yeah, that was a great speech. I'm happy for Saldana. You know, I'm not a big fan of Amelia Perez, but she was probably my favorite part of that. Alright, supporting actor is next. I do think this is probably going to be Kieran Culkin, but I'm just going to stick strong with my Guy Pearce prediction and hope that upset pulls through. Hope that international support gets him over the edge. I'm hoping this is Guy Pearce. I think that it would be cool if this one was also competitive like supporting actress is also going to be. I don't want it to just be a sweep in any of these categories this year, really. It is Kieran Culkin. Okay, that makes sense. I do think he's probably on the path to the Oscar now because I think Guy Pearce needed the international support. I think he needed to win here. I think he needs to win BAFTA. I mean, he still can win BAFTA, obviously, but Culkin looks really strong now. I'm not entirely surprised that he just won here. I thought it would have been cool if Pearce won, but it makes sense. Here is Best Screenplay. This is where we were really thrown a curveball early on in the Globes last year. I wonder if they're going to do the same thing. I don't really think so, though. I think this is a Nora's Award. Conclave could theoretically win, but I mean, I just think this is a Nora, but who knows? They shocked us last year. Who is it? Conclave! Wow! Conclave takes Screenplay. That is wild. I thought this was a Nora's Award. Man, we got a strong frontrunner for adapted screenplay here with Conclave. And original, I still think Anora's the frontrunner, but ooh, could Anora lose comedy picture here? Like, is there a world where because it didn't win screenplay, Amelia Perez or something ends up swooping in and taking comedy picture? I hope not. I hope it's Anora, but man, Conclave winning screenplay is honestly a great award. That's such a writery movie. Cool win. I like it. It's not my personal pick. Like I said, I wanted Anora, but Conclave is not a bad win at all. It's interesting that Conclave was the only film there not done by a writer-director. Most places, Golden Globes and Oscars, love giving screenplay to a director who wrote the script, so I think this is going to be one of the first non-writer-director awards in quite a while at the Oscars and here at the Globes, so it's cool to see. Alright, Best International Feature is next. I wonder what it's gonna be. Yeah, this is gonna be Amelia Perez. Whoa! I can't believe it! That is so shocking. Nah, I mean, this was never a doubt. I'm just hoping this is Jacques Audiard's only time getting on stage to accept an award. I really hope it's not taken director. Really hope that that's still either Brady Corbet or Sean Baker, but we got, I think, comedy musical actress next, so let's see how that goes. I do think Mikey Madison is still winning this. I know Honora did just lose screenplay, obviously, but I think Madison wins this. Like, she has just been the strong frontrunner so far, and I don't really see the signs that that's changing here. I don't think Demi Moore is winning, and I don't think Gascon or Revo are win competitive, so I just think this is going to be Madison. Demi Moore, oh my lord. Wow. Holy shit. That is insane. That's crazy. Like I said in my video, I was predicting Madison, but any win for The Substance would be welcome. That's cool. I wanted Madison to win, but that's awesome. Demi Moore's speech was so freaking good. Like, is she going to be able to like contend to win? Like, I've thought for a while now that she's number 2 behind Madison, but I just had a thought that Madison was just going to be able to sweep. But man, that's awesome. We got a race in Best Actress. Musical or comedy actor, I kinda got a feeling that this might be going to Hugh Grant. Sebastian Stan, I called it in my prediction video. You know, wow. I was starting to have a little inkling that it might be going to Hugh Grant, but man, I am glad I predicted Stan. That is so cool. That's an awesome, awesome win. It makes sense, you know, double nominated, makes sense to give him something. And this is awesome that he's winning for A Different Man. Wow. Maybe he can get nominated at the Oscars. That would be really cool if he got that 5th slot. Man, and he shouted out The Apprentice there as well. Does comedy actor win for A Different Man propel him to an Oscar nomination for The Apprentice? I honestly really hope so. That would be so cool. Alright, we got Best Animated Feature next. I think this is going to The Wild Robot. It's the only one that got nominations in other categories, so I do think it's going to be that, but who knows with how international these people are. Wow, Flo wins animated. That is crazy! Holy shit. Are we about to go on the path that we did last year, where the international animated film wins Globe, BAFTA, Oscar? I still think Wild Robot has an edge. I don't know, but Flo winning here is kind of crazy. I was not expecting that. Like, Wild Robot got 4 nominations, including animated. Okay, next is Best Director. I am really worried about Jacques Audiard, but I just gotta hope Brady Corbet takes this. Like, I am really thinking Audiard might be the spoiler here. I think it may happen. Either way, Audiard's definitely number 2 because Honora hasn't done anything tonight. Brady Corbet wins. Okay. Brutalist gets 1 here. Let's see if it can get actor, score, picture. I think this is very, very, very cool to see Corbet win, and it's just such a director's film. Like, how do you not give it to him? I think he is obviously the Oscar frontrunner. I think even if The Brutalist isn't winning Best Picture, director is gonna go to Corbet. I just feel like, who else is it gonna be? It's not gonna be Sean Baker at this point. And I don't think Audiard or Coralie Fargy, that's what they're calling her here, so I guess I'll say that. I don't think Audiard or Fargy have quite enough to get their films to win Best Director as well. So I think Brady Corbet is just going to take director all the way. Alright, we got Best Score next. I am just expecting The Brutalist to take this after it just won director. I would be surprised if it went anywhere else. I guess Conclave is the most likely after that because it obviously won screenplay, so these Globes voters obviously like Conclave quite a lot, but I do just think The Brutalist is going to be the winner. Yo, I just hope Challengers gets that Oscar nomination, because, like, come on. Challengers! Yes! Wow! That's wild. They really are just giving everything to a different movie. Like, Emilia Perez might be the only movie that's won 2 awards so far. Wow, man. It missed the BAFTA long list. It missed the Society of Composers and Lyricists Guild. And so I was thinking, man, it might be on its way out of the nominees, and then here it goes. Right after I say I hope it gets nominated for the Oscar, it wins the Golden Globe. Like, I think I gotta keep it in at that point. Come on. I think Best Song is next, so we'll see which Emilia Perez song takes this. I honestly don't know which way it's gonna go. I have the thought that it's Mi Camino because it feels like the more traditional winner, but I also have the thought that it's gonna be El Mal because that makes the most impact in the film, so I'm split here. Let's see what wins, because whatever does win is going to be the frontrunner for the Oscar. El Mal, let's go. I predicted that, even though that I was seeing everyone say Mi Camino because it's the more traditional song. I predicted El Mal because it makes the most sense in the movie. And there it is. El Mal wins. And hey, it makes the most sense because Zoe Saldana's winning supporting actress. El Mal is basically like her Oscar clip. Like, how do you not give it to that? Like, that is a great win for El Mal. It's definitely one of my favorite moments in the movie, so I'm very pleased with that. We got Vin Diesel here to present the Box Office Achievement Award. This is going to be funny seeing Vin Diesel handed off to the cast of Wicked. Naturally, I mean, the Wicked Award. That's what it was always going to win tonight. That's the only one it was always going to win tonight. So I don't have any thoughts on this because this is a pointless award, but you know, nice to see Wicked take something. Okay, we have Drama Actress next, and I really don't know what's happening here. Like, I predicted Jolie. I am not confident in anyone winning here. I think maybe Kidman. Like, I know it's a new voting body, but Globe's fave, they just gave Demi Moore a win for a very edgy performance in The Substance, so maybe that fits Kidman? I don't know. I'm gonna stick just with the prediction of Jolie because I don't know really what to do. Everyone here has missed something, so I don't know. Let's see what it is. Fernanda Torres wins! Oh my god! Brazil can rejoice! Holy shit, that's cool. That's such a cool win. Wow. That's awesome. I haven't seen the film yet, but that's just such a cool win. I love that. What a win. I was not expecting that after she didn't hit the BAFTA long list, but that's so cool. I'm happy about that, you know. I really love what the Globes are doing this year. There are so many different picks from different movies. It's really cool to see. Alright, Drama Actor next. I think this is Brody, but like, they've just been sharing the love today with these films. So maybe Chalamet takes it, but I don't know, just the overall vibe I get from the Golden Globes so far, I think it's still gonna be Brody. I mean, the fact that Fernanda Torres just won, like, they are international, highbrow for sure, so maybe it won't be, but I think it's going to be Brody. Adrian Brody. Wow. Yep, I had a feeling that Brody's performance was just going to be the thing that wins this award season. He's gonna win Critics' Choice because he's winning the most critic awards. He's gonna win BAFTA because they're not gonna stop him. So, like, do we really think Chalamet is gonna win SAG and then the Oscar? I just think this is gonna be Brody. I think we're gonna have a race in all these others where someone at least wins one, but Brody, I think, is just gonna take it all the way. Alright, so we got Drama Picture up next. After The Brutalist is one director and actor, I think this is obvious. The Brutalist is going to win this. The Brutalist. Yep. As expected, The Brutalist wins drama. I'm not surprised about it. I am happy for this team. It really seems like this is definitely going to be one of my favorites of the year when I see it here in hopefully a couple weeks. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to expand somewhere near me. Well, it's obviously top 2. I think Anora's dropped off of top 2. We'll see what wins Comedy Musical. The Brutalist, I think, is coming out of here looking really strong, whereas a lot of films are like really up in the air. Alright, so now the last award of the night, Comedy Musical Picture. It's not going to be Anora. Like, it hasn't won a single award all night. It's not going to take only Picture. I think this is honestly between Emilia Perez and The Substance because they also won major awards. But I do just think that Emilia Perez is going to take this, and I'm really going to hate it that I didn't predict it because I had a feeling that Anora just might not take it over this film, which has all the international support. Emilia Perez, top 2 with The Brutalist for the Oscar at this point. I really had a feeling it might happen, but I just thought that Honora felt like the strong frontrunner in this category. I mean, I wasn't even predicting Honora to beat The Brutalist at the Oscars, but now it's like, is this thing even top 3? Because we have The Brutalist, we have Emilia Perez, and we have another screenplay winner in Conclave. Like, this is crazy. I really am surprised that Honora has fallen off with the Globes here. This is wild, and Emilia Perez wins Best Picture. I do not agree with it, but I had a feeling it might happen because of the international support. Wow. So a lot just happened. I mean, first off, Demi Moore winning Best Actress was like the first sign that, oh yeah, Honora? Well, I mean, actually Conclave was. After Conclave won Screenplay, I was like, ooh man, can Honora lose to Emilia Perez? I thought Emilia Perez might have needed to win Director to get Comedy Picture, but obviously not. Obviously it was just good enough with Supporting Actress and, Song and International to win Best Picture because Honora just didn't have the passion with these international voters. And I think that's going to be the big takeaway out of all of this is Honora obviously just does not have the international support that we thought it did. I mean, it really overperformed on BAFTA long lists. It got an extra supporting actor nomination and everything. So it's kind of crazy that Honora just flopped here. The fact that it blanked is honestly crazy to me. And I really have to take it out of my top 3 at this point because, man, what just happened? Also, Emilia Perez is in the winning conversation, guys. Stop doubting it. Stop doubting this film. I didn't predict it to win this award, but I've had it at number 3 since those BAFTA long lists came out and it was the leader on those. And since, the Golden Globes, it was the leader with nominations here, I've had it at number 3 in picture. It took number 2 from Honora. I don't know where Honora is in my top 10 anymore. Top 5, let's not be real, it's not dead. But the fact that Emilia Perez just won Comedy Picture, it's top 2 with The Brutalist. I still think The Brutalist has the edge. It feels just like such a big film. And it feels like The Brutalist is just going to be something that starts to feel undeniable, really. I think The Brutalist here is looking really good after tonight. Did win Picture, Director, Actor. The 3 most major ones here that it could win. So The Brutalist is looking very good. The fact that Emilia Perez surged so much that it won Comedy Picture, but Brady Corbet still won Director over Audiard, I think is a good sign for The Brutalist as well, even though that there was such a surge of passion for Emilia Perez. The fact that it could hold it off in Director is a good sign. And I think with the fact that Brody is obviously the frontrunner for the Oscar, Corbet is obviously the frontrunner for the Oscar, and I still think, cinematography and score are frontrunners even if it lost score here. I think The Brutalist is honestly looking really good. A lot of other things outside of these top 2, I'm like, wow, where is it in this whole thing? Conclave getting the shock screenplay win over Honora, Demi Moore getting the shock actress win over Mikey Madison. Where does that put the substance? Is the substance top 4 for the Oscar? That's just crazy to me. I mean, I know a lot of it is fueled by this comeback narrative for Demi Moore, and that's cool. I like it. The Substance is a top 3 movie of the year for me so far. Still have to see Brutalist and Nickel Boys. It might, at the least it's going to be a top 5 film for me of the year, so I'm happy for it. Kieran Culkin, it feels weird that he is just going to win Supporting Actor, really, but A Real Pain is really not going to be in Best Picture. Are we sure about that? Are we sure that something like Sing Sing doesn't get taken out at the end of the day? Maybe A24 just bungled Sing Sing's release so bad that A Real Pain sneaks into the 10. I'm conflicted on what all of this means, but man, it's going to be a fun time unpacking a lot of this after I stop recording this and when I'm editing my video. I'm just kind of rambling on nonsense. I don't even know how this video is going to turn out. So hopefully good, but I really don't know where we're at in the awards race aside from the fact that the top 2, Brutalist and Emilia Perez. Wow. That is really shocking. What do you guys think about all of this? What were your reactions to some of these wins? I know all of you from Brazil watching this are pumped about Fernanda Torres winning Drama Actress. Is there a shot that she slips in there in the Oscar 5 at the end of the day? I don't know. I'm gonna have to really take this in after I'm done recording and done editing this video. This was a lot. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and everything. Like, it's been so cool. Like, this is awesome. I'm having a fun time with all of you. So yeah, subscribe to follow the Odyssey that is Oscar season and all that stuff that I normally do in my outro.